A lot of people will deem this as like me being messy. I'm going to deem it as I don't care. I wanted to talk about this because I do think it's a good topic. Apparently, a lot of people are swaying their opinions on Gobble, right? You know, someone who has lied and said and done some of the nastiest things to Upchurch because he went, or not even he went, another locale by the name of Double B, or the head bagger. That's what we call him on this channel. The head bagger decided to go to his hometown and get front hand, backhand like it was the master of disguise. And now a lot of people are treating Gobble like he's a hero. He's getting a crazy amount of subscribers. He's posting pictures of, which I don't know why people are doing that so much. It kind of tells you what their true intentions are. It's just my personal opinion. I'm not just talking about him, just creators in general, especially within the, I guess you could say, media space, right? Or people that want to be within the media space and cover hip hop, or within Creek Squad or Adam Calhoun's Goon Squad, whatever, right? Within, I guess you could say, that niche. There's some people that just, they keep posting screenshots. Look how many subscribers I got. Yikes. Okay. If you did it like once, niggas is doing it daily. All right, off. But anyway, that's just a side note. That's something else. Gobble, he's known, I guess his public image is changing a little bit. I said it before, I'll say it again. I ain't never really spoke to the dude. I think he commented on my channel a few times, but I've never had a conversation. Has my opinion changed on him? No, I don't know him. I haven't seen much of a difference. I think I've seen him apologizing, but once you spread a bunch of lies and nasty things on somebody, famous, it's very hard to take that back, right? There's going to be idiots that still run with the lies, right? Me personally, I don't want to forgive or even talk to anyone who's ever spread nasty things or lies and rumors about me online, in person, real life, anything. I don't want to be cool with you. If you want to make amends and, you know, cease fire, we don't beef, okay, but it's never going to be like a friendship thing. But that's not even me coming from a place of hate. That's me coming from a place of indifference, right? Gobble still did a bunch of nasty things. Has he changed? Okay. He was a grown-ass man when he did these things, but if people will believe in that, then that's on them. I can't tell anybody who to support. Nigga, nor do I care. Watch what you want to watch, right? I've never really spoke about this guy until the slap heard around the world. And as much as I enjoyed and commend him for that, like that, I still don't know him, right? So I'm not really even giving a full opinion on the guy. But then these content creators, they got on a live stream and started discussing it. One content creator in particular that's like defending Gabu hard and telling people that they should forgive him. Me personally, I think they're a real piece of shit. Me personally, they do a lot of nasty things and then put it behind the like shield of, it's just a joke. I'm having fun. I'm not monetizing. I'm just joking. As I'm doing the most disgusting things and saying the most disgusting things, as well as associating with people who say the most filthy, nasty things. Do I give a fuck what their opinion is on who should be forgiven and associated with? No, nigga. The fuck? This nigga's disgusting to me. I still refuse to say their name because they a clout hoe. And it ain't even for like monetization. It's attention. And I don't even have a beef with this person. It's not a issue. People were talking about, I'm just throwing this out there because people gonna act like it didn't happen. People were talking about creators getting in there and doing like the Jake Paul thing or doing some maybe influencer boxing. And I was like, sign me up. I think it would be fun. And then radio silence of exactly like I wasn't sitting there saying, okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. But yeah, when it comes to people like this, I don't think a conversation with me ever has to be needed, right? Or done any way, shape, or form. Unless if we do it in person and it's not no like you trying to Adam count home my shit. Where you pull up with like 30 people, or you try to headbagger me where you have a weapon on you or something like that. And if we could just link and have a man-to-man conversation, um, still wouldn't be friends with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. But I wouldn't even say court you. Damn. I wouldn't send random jokes or, things your way. Right? I guess that would just be for you if you were to link up with me in person and be able to express your opinions in a gentleman way. That would be on you if that's what you want to do. Right? There would probably be no real benefit if I'm just being honest with you, because I would still not want to rock with you. But they had this conversation, and it was a conversation. Let's take a look at this.
Yo, yo.
What's up, Cashville?
What up, y'all? Man, look, I get it, man. I mean, look, I knew. This is the thing. A lot of people don't know. Like, man, I squashed my beef with that dude a year and a half ago. I just honestly sit back and looked at it and was like, damn. I mean, really wasn't that serious to me. And I know, like, dude's a super fan. I feel like he went and done. He done some fucked up shit. And I told him that. I was like, man, you've done some fucked up shit. You said some fucked up shit. And a lot of people on the other side's done some fucked up shit, said some fucked up shit towards him. I ain't asking nobody to accept him because I knew that. I knew I was gonna get backlash for saying, you know what, I'm just done with the beef. I'm done with and it really, that live really wasn't about him more than it was about his mom, bro. Because when people was going at his mom, I was looking at a lot of people like strange, like, yeah, they're going through their shit. But at the end of the day, that's his mama, bro, and that's just not cool. You know what I mean? That was really what the video was more about to me than him. But I just kind of let that shit go. And I was kind of like trying to put the message out, like, man, just let it go. Like, because I feel like by everybody continuing to, add on and pile on the dude, I'm just not a bully, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like, okay, maybe he did get bullied a little bit, for sure. And anybody says he didn't, rightfully so, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's done some fucked up shit. But it's like, when it came to do his mom, I was like, damn, bro, this is fucked up. And then, I kind of reached out to some people like, man, squash that shit. I'm just trying to squash shit, bro. I'm a peacemaker. I'm not riding the fence. I'm not doing none of that. I'm just a peacemaker, bro. This is who I am as a person. I get on here and I cut up and I make fun of people and joke around and shit, but I really don't mean nothing by that shit. And I think sometimes that's really the reason why I quit doing this shit for so long, is because people will be like, oh, you're a piece of shit human being for making fun of somebody. I'm like, hold up, bro. I'm just joking. They made me back off of doing what I've been doing for years on here, just fucking off. Like, it's just something I did. Just, I'm not monetized. I'm not trying to make no money off of shit. I'm just having fun. And then standing where I feel like I need to stand. And I've seen like people like try to tear my boy down. And y'all's boy too. Everybody on this panel right now loves dude. He loves his music and appreciates what he does. And I've seen so many people just try to tear him down. And I just try to rally everybody, like, nah, man, like, let's rally, let's stay together. And I knew I was gonna catch some backlash for that shit, but it kind of hurt. Like, Jack, I ain't gonna lie, man, I fuck with you, dog. So I was like, damn, bro, like, I get the thing what you're saying in the chat, but I realized, oh yeah,
I think it was less over the whole fucking DagBurn thing as much as it was like the shit with Uncle Will. So it seemed like to me. I wasn't there for none of it. I'm trying to get a grasp on the whole thing too. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I'm catching flack for shit I didn't even fucking know about. So fucking, but it's
at first I didn't even know what Will was.
Like he was like upset about the Uncle Will shit. Now,
Man, I fuck with Uncle Will, dog. Like, that's my dog. Like, regardless, we ain't talked yet, but we will. It's all good. I ain't tripping. I wasn't tripping that day. I was a little bit because, somebody got up on there and said, oh, he ripped everybody off, and then none of that's never happened, bro. I've always done straight up business. I'm a good dude. I'm easy to work with. I love what I do. I've taken a break from music because of that, because of people saying that shit. So I'm just like, okay, I'll take a back seat to this shit, because it just gets like the music business is slimy as fuck. That's a lot of a reason why I backed off of it, because there's so many slimy ass, grimy ass people I knew I ain't here to say hey, everybody like DagBurn. Like you can like him, not like him. It don't really it just don't really matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just on some like, man, we gotta because there's so much internal beef over here sometimes, man, and it just kind of really, man, it kind of irks me, bro. You know, I wish people would put their differences to the side and kind of work together. Is really what I would like to see happen more than anything. And a lot of people do. You know what I'm saying? But there's just certain like little it's like subsets of this shit that people don't like each other. And I get caught in the middle because I try to like everybody, bro. If you're riding over here, I'm fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all, I mean, just to be honest with me, man, like
That's how I was at first until, Cat and Cup started doing a bunch of weird shit, but that's a whole nother subject.
cause see, I'm cool with both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like that's why that's why and you never and he never he's never approached me in any type of way.
Right.
But he's never approached me in any type of way about you, and you never approached me any type of way about him, and that's cool. That's how I look at it. Like, okay, cool. And hopefully y'all work that shit out. I wish I could work it out because both of y'all are good at what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all are cool dudes. I don't know, man. I find myself in weird situations. I got a big heart, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
Like,
mean, I hit him up at one point and was like, I ain't trying to cause any internal beef within Creek Squad, you know what I mean? And I feel like we're both grown enough to fucking talk about our differences, and he didn't want none of it. So I was like, all right, fuck you then. But like I said, that's another subject.
Like
but
I
I
said,
mean,
Uncle Will
and
said
I was
that.
on the way back from Florida and at first I didn't know what Uncle Will was talking about. Then when I clicked to him, I was like, oh yeah, damn, I did tell him about that. Because I'm not gonna sit up and lie and say, oh yeah, I did. But it was never from any like, it was kind of like telling him to, hey man, like, I'm trying to spread peace over here, bro. Like, I mean, I think ultimately, dude is and always has been a fucking super fan of Upchurch, and he went about that shit the wrong way from the jump. And I see that's what people don't know is like, I was the first one. Well, I was the first one on his head going super fucking hard on him. You know what I'm saying? Like just tearing into him, sending turkeys to his house. Is really like fucking with dude hard. Like fucking with dude hard. And I kind of felt bad at it, but after a while, like
Yeah.
I kind of because I did, but I didn't. It really wasn't. I felt bad about that. Is but I started seeing people like that dumb genius dude, and I'm cool with him. And people are like, oh, you're cool with him? Fuck you. Like, no, dumb genius is funny. I ain't never had no problems with him. You know what I'm saying? He never done it to me. But I seen them send transsexuals to his house and shit. I was like, oh, bro, that'll get a motherfucker killed. You know what I'm saying? Like that's when I backed off the whole like, nah. And I've never been the one to try to dox people and shit like that. But man, like I told Triple T, don't go up there fucking with that dude. Dude gonna put them hands on you. I
You
don't
said
know.
that.
You and DagBurn, you squashed their beef like a year and a half ago. Is that what you said? Y'all like
Yeah,
cool or whatever. Yeah.
yeah.
Why
Now
didn't you
we
make
just
it public
squashed.
before he slapped Triple T? I mean, you never say anything about it before then.
I did though. I did in like AD's chats, man. I remember saying, "Hey, leave that." I didn't really just come out and say it, but I hinted around like, "Leave dude alone." You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares?
Look, I didn't turn on you. Like I said, Uncle Will even said Johnny Cashville ain't a bad dude, man. I ain't got nothing against him. I just don't feel like I can tell him anything. So, yeah.
No, dude, and I feel that, but I'm really not that type of person. But I get it, bro. I get it, and I take all the criticism and backlash. I kind of stand on like I'm just leaving dude alone. That's my personal decision. Everybody do what they want to do.
Well, look, man, the whole reason your name came up anyway is because Hickory posted a clip that had you in it, and he started getting a bunch of hate. And so when I came on here, he was like, "Look, Jackrabbit, what's up? What happened with Johnny Cashville?" And so I told him the story about what happened on Uncle Will's live. But also, man, people talk, especially in Creek Squad, and there's a lot of people telling me that you've been talking bad about Rusty Truck on the people's chats and shit, man. So just
No, I ain't
right
said
here's your chance, man. I mean, do you think Rusty
I ain't
Truck is grifting off Creek Squad, or do you have a problem with Rusty Truck
I
or
ain't got
anything?
no problem.
He's
with
right.
Rusty
Hey,
Truck.
he's right though. I did catch a bunch of hell. I got like DMs.
I ain't even never
Almost.
said nothing about Rusty Truck.
He was like, "Oh yeah," because
I ain't
There's
never even
people
said nothing
saying,
about Rusty Truck. This was so crazy.
no, I ain't never seen it. I didn't say that I saw it. I'm
But
just,
there's
she's
also
full of
there's also a
shit.
fake.
People have
Yeah,
said
I
you
know it. There's a
sharing bad things about Rusty, saying that he was grifting off Creek Squad and getting money off of Creek Squad and all that shit. So, I mean, I just giving you a chance to speak for yourself. you know.
Nah, there's a fake Johnny Cashville page. He's been doing that shit for years. They've been trying to start beef between me and them. I've seen it so many fucking times. I ain't seen any comments about Rusty Truck, but I'm sure if you're saying that, I'm sure it's been said. But it ain't never been said from my page because me and Rusty got into it way back in the day and just joked about it and moved on from it. You know what I mean? We just joked back and forth. He got on to me for eating pork and rinds on the live feed one night. It was funny. You know what I'm saying? Like we kept it at a funny, and I think a lot of this trolling shit, if it's at a funny level, cool. You know what I'm saying? When it gets to the doxing and personal shit, and that's just when the shit gets out of hand and people lose me on that. That's the shit I'm trying to avoid. That over here we don't even gotta do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck that shit. And it's been done to him, and he's done it to other people too, and it's not cool. And I think he's probably realizing now, like you can't do this shit, man. You can't fucking call somebody. And he never called nobody's job, from what I'm understanding. Some Tennessee accountability dude called Turbotine Drive, which ain't cool. It's just not cool.
Is it everything that was in here last night crying?
No, that was Tennessee royalty.
Oh, okay, yeah, right.
Yeah, that's different.
Were we talking about Tennessee accountability?
Yeah, because Seeper got them. Seeper was saying that they were two different people. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that type of shit like that.
You can't just tell people that they're high school and they're immature if they don't forgive people the way you did and all that stuff, man. You got your own opinion about people, and we got our own opinion about people. And me personally and other people take it personal when you say things like, oh, man, you got to let that go and forgive that, man. Quit being high school and quit being immature because we don't feel the same way you do, and you can't make us try to feel that way, bro.
No, and I get that. And when I'm saying by high school, I'm saying just because I forgive somebody, don't go hard on me because that's my decision. You know what I mean? Like, I don't expect nobody to. That's the whole thing. I really don't. And I knew, and I said it from the jump. Like, I don't, I just choose that. Don't get mad at me because I choose. That's all I'm saying. Don't get mad at me for the decision I make. Like, yeah, man, I'm going to ease up on dude. And I've done that for a year and a half. I ain't been, there's been plenty of times I could have made plenty of funny content, got a bunch of views and shit. And I just kind of was like, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel when I go back to that. And look, bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. Dude had me wanting to drive up there and fucking drag him up out of his house and beat the shit out of him at one point in time back in the day. Like, dude was playing a dangerous game on me, and I just seen myself going to jail over this dude. And I'm like, oh no. And just like Tim driving down there, it's like, damn, Tim, bro, you're tripping, bro. Don't like, why would you stoop to that level or go out there and put yourself in that fucking position?
That's right.
Nah,
Went there. Yeah.
To be clear, this video isn't me speaking on like the host or the other person who was on panel at all. More so the conversation, the clown who hopped on panel to damn near beg and demand people in a manipulative way. Forgive Gobble. I don't think you gotta forgive anybody. Nigga, if you don't like me, that's fine. I see people who've been, I'd like to call them stalkers, even I do have real stalkers, but I like to troll and call like a few people that they subscribe to anyone who hate me. If you talk bad about me, motherfuckers will pop out of nowhere, subscribe to you, and be all in your comment section. And I'm just like, what the damn. Like, I hurt your feelings that bad like 10 years ago, my nigga? What is wrong with people? But even though I still think that's cringe as fuck, like, nigga, do you think I'll go and follow anyone who goes after or says something bad about someone I don't like? No, nigga, like, I don't care that much. But you still have the right to dislike me. That's perfectly fine if you hold that grudge for the rest of your life. It's on you, like, I don't really care. There's a lot of people that don't like me, that hate me. That's fine. Right? But bare minimum, if I'm not your cup of tea, who the F is this guy to try to go around guilt tripping people? Like, you need to. And now he's once been confronted trying to make it seem softer. Right? Like, oh no, that's not what it is. Like, I hate people that do that. That's so fake and phony. This is someone who is not real. They're one way in front of you, a different way behind the scenes. They're talking to everyone that you don't like, that you got beef with. If niggas is crossing lines with you and going past certain boundaries, he's going to be their best friend. What? I'm cool. What? And if you think he's not doing nasty with them behind the scenes, you're a fool. I think you would be a clown to even associate with this nigga and have him around you. If you want to keep watching this person, because a lot of people already know what I'm talking about, want to keep watching this person, that's on you. I can't tell people who to watch. You know what I mean? But this is one of the main reasons, this type of person, one of the main reasons why I don't associate with no creators for real. I rock with Upchurch, right? A few other musicians, right, that I think are cool. And my supporters. That is it. And if you a creator, you like, damn, I thought I was cool with Beast Boy. Nigga, you could support me and I could support you, but nigga, do we talk? When people talk crap about me and lie on me, do you speak up? Right? Do you defend your boy? Do you actually care about my well-being? Right? And like, do we speak off of YouTube comment sections? Right? And I don't even be in the comment section like that. Right? I don't go on people's page to be in the comment section. I'll be watching stuff though, just to stay in the loop. But yeah, fam, like if you don't really rock with me, nigga, I'm not gonna pretend to rock with you. And that's not even from a place of beef or malice, but it's more so on some just honesty. I have a certain level of loyalty that I think is very unmatched. And I've come out and defended too many content creators out here and was treated like crap. Remember when Adam Cowan jumped on a Captain Kurt stream and was like punking him and doing all this stuff, and then Captain Kurt was like in my inbox and spamming it to me, trying to beg me to come and defend him and talk about it. And then I did it because it was the right thing to do, and I just feel like you shouldn't be trying to like harass or punk YouTubers because they have opinions on your music, right? And then he turns and badmouths me every chance he gets, goes to people's channels that talk crap about me and supports the hell out of them and talks crap himself from behind us. Like, Nick, I can't deal with that level of fakeness. I block that shit and move on, bro. And if it becomes like a topic, right, something to cover, then it is what it is. But I'm not with none of that fake stuff, bro. I'm not. But tell me what you do. Tell me what your opinion is down in the comment section. Hit the like button, share the video. I know this is gonna make a lot of people mad. People are gonna unsubscribe. I only care about the people that support me, if I'm just being honest, nigga. Like, and I think you guys deserve a certain level of honesty that's absolute, that I don't think these other content creators are willing to give you. So, but that's that.